was a nightmare.
They've had quite a long time to sort this out.
Booking a test was quite hard.
Just shocking. Initially, no one expected this, so you understand. Initially, there would be obstacles. However, it's a pandemic, so you've got a plan, and there doesn't seem to be any planning going on. And unfortunately, it's the children that are suffering in schools now. Now, my children have got some symptoms, and they've been told that you've got a test. If there's no test that's been done, then they have to stay at home for another 14 days, which is another 14 days of their education gone.
He had a cough and was asked to be collected from school on Monday. He spiked a bit of a temperature last night, and the cough is getting worse. It's really just to be able to get him back into school. I do think he actually had COVID at the very, very start. He had very bad symptoms, so he hasn't been as bad as that. So I do think this is just a cough, but I need him back in school.
And are you nervous about being able to get him back? We hear about testing capacity decreasing. Does that worry you at all in terms of having your kids at school and having potential symptoms?
It does, yeah. I mean, they're children, so they're all getting coughs and colds, and the thought of going through this again in a few weeks' time or a month's time, I just hope that there's a vaccination soon to be able to solve all of this.
We've been trying to book since last Friday, and she hasn't been allowed back into school until she gets it, because they can't let them know if it's the bubble that needs to isolate. But it's only because of a high temperature and a constant cough that, to be honest, that could be the common cold anyway. So I would rather stay at home if I'm definitely not going to get a test. I'd rather do the best thing, but it's hard to know because you can only have a certain amount of time to have a test after the symptoms, but then the school need to know in order to know what to do. So it mucks everything up.
And if you've got someone that has to have 2 weeks off of school without a test, then it's the same with working people at work, I suppose. You've got to just have 2 weeks off work, or just hope you can get an appointment online and get a slot. Otherwise, who can afford 2 weeks off of work? I think they've had quite a long time to sort this out. You'd have thought they'd have had enough tests for everyone by now. They've had quite a while. They've known about it for a long time, so it's a bit disappointing, to be honest.
In terms of booking a test, how did you find that?
Was a nightmare. Been trying since Monday to get a test. Was literally online all day yesterday, and I was very frustrated yesterday because I've not long come out of hospital through treatment, and I've got ongoing treatment. I'm also an essential worker in the education department, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. They ask you to put down if you're a priority worker, but it doesn't make any difference in the booking system at all. It's just a frustrating system. You're going online, but there's no one there to talk to give you any help or advice.